President Trump says he still doesn't believe that the Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia was responsible for the murder of Washington Post columnist Jamal Khashoggi, despite what the CIA has said. Here's President Trump on Thanksgiving.
The CIA, Mr. President, concluded with confidence that in the...
They didn't conclude. No, Josh, they didn't conclude. I'm sorry. Wait.
You're saying they did not?
Josh, no, they didn't conclude. They did not come to a conclusion. They have feelings certain ways, but they didn't have the report. And you can ask Mike, they have not concluded. Nobody's concluded. I don't know if anyone's going to be able to conclude that the Crown Prince did it. But I will say this, I don't know. I don't know. But whether he did or whether he didn't, he denies it vehemently. His father denies it, the king, vehemently.
Joining me now is Aaron Banco, national security reporter for the Daily Beast, and Joel Rubin, former Deputy Assistant Secretary of State. Thanks to both of you for being here. Hope you both had a great holiday. And Joel, I want to start with you and the fact that President Trump is contradicting the CIA assessment that the Saudi Crown Prince did in fact order the killing of Jamal Khashoggi. They have assessed that with a high degree of confidence. What do you make of the fact that the president says something different?
Well, Kristen, it's embarrassing. It's a clear demonstration of the anti-intelligence presidency that we currently have, and it's dangerous to our national security. There should be no doubt that when the CIA says it has 99% confidence, that it knows what it's talking about. And high confidence from the CIA means they believe that the murder, the execution of Jamal Khashoggi was ordered by Mohammed bin Salman. I'm certain that the president wants to deny this because it looks bad to basically be glossing over the execution of a journalist and acting as if it's not important. But it is important, and it's critical that our intelligence community is supported by the president, not just on this issue, but across the board. When our adversaries see the president disconnecting, essentially, from our intelligence community, it's a dangerous day for America.
Aaron, the argument that the president makes, that members of his administration are making, is that, look, Saudi Arabia, if you punish them, it could severely hurt the U.S. economy, that they are critical partners in the region. In fact, Secretary of Defense James Mattis said earlier this week that presidents often don't get to choose who they work with on some of these very thorny issues, and sometimes they have to work with partners who have blemishes. What do you make of that argument? Is it fair?
You know, I think President Trump's remarks over the past few days are not all that surprising, given what we've seen the Trump administration say about Saudi Arabia in the past, how much stock they've put in the Crown Prince, in MBS, and how that relationship has developed. I'm not sure if another administration would have spoken differently or acted differently at this point. However, I think his remarks, you know, tell us just exactly how much stock the president has put in MBS, and that, you know, he's essentially said in his remarks over the past few days and his statement he sent out on Tuesday that no matter what the details of the operation in Istanbul, it doesn't all matter that much. And I think that's a very dangerous precedent to set. I think it signals to not only people in America, but people to Saudi and, of course, in Yemen, that Riyadh can act with a sense of immunity. And that can have devastating consequences, not only for the war in Yemen, but for people in Riyadh as well, in Saudi Arabia, who have to live under this kingdom.
A really important point. Joel, obviously lawmakers, Democrats and Republicans, frankly, on Capitol Hill are saying that the administration needs to be tougher, needs to talk tougher. Congressman Adam Schiff actually wants to take action. He's, of course, the incoming chair of the House Intelligence Committee, and he confirms that the committee is going to be looking into the president's ties to Saudi Arabia, saying then it will be quite clear whether the president is relying on the intelligence community and our best source of information, or whether the president is representing something very different. How much teeth does Congress have here, Joel?
It has a tremendous amount of teeth, and it's great for Congressman Schiff to be saying this. It's needed. It's a breath of fresh air. We have not had an examination of the ties between this White House and Mohammed bin Salman, Jared Kushner in particular. What have they promised behind closed doors between each other? Why is it that our policy with Saudi Arabia is see no evil, do no evil, hear no evil as a result of these conversations sanctions. We just don't know. So it's going to be good, and Congress is going to be able to get their teeth into this.
Well, this is something that we know will take up a lot of focus once Congress reconvenes after the holiday. Thank you, Aaron Bango and Joel Rubin. Appreciate it. Really important conversation.